Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Not Belonging in This World with Doomepitaph. So yeah, this is just gonna be a, well, relatively quick stream going up to floor 49 and maybe floor 45 or 46, looking for the cloth top mats and iron top mats. I haven't checked today's, since the reset, the hernia, so maybe I get lucky with the mats here. Let's have a look. What have we here? Well, that is a meager offering. No thank you. And again, the massive iron looking a lot like special steel, unfortunately. I think I've dropped in points for TDM to the lower rank. I've got to keep an eye on that before the reset in a couple of days, because I could potentially drop to a really low score if I get my ass kicked and don't keep an eye on that. So I've got to remember to raise to diamond before the reset, the weekly reset.
As a result of that attack just now.
Hello, Shadow Shenron, and welcome everyone. Who is this? Oh, that's one of those Asian teams. Did he win? Yeah, kicked my ass. Damn it. How far away am I from being next rank? Just 2 points. I'm gonna do a quick TDM just to be in the next ranking. Actually, I'm gonna start off with TDM quickly. I'm gonna do a couple wins and get those points up a little bit. See what the daily login is. It's really hot today. The summer is coming in strong. I've been working with my brother getting a air conditioning installed in my apartment, and it's almost there, but it's not fully operational yet, and this is not the greatest because it is pretty warm right now. The sun is in full blast on my living room, and it's pretty hot. It's getting up there. Wait, did I need this? Couldn't hurt. It always gets the warmest in my apartment around the evening because I'm at the top of a 3-floor apartment block, and the my living room is in the west. So yeah, the sun sets on my living room, which makes it really hot in the evening. It actually warms up a few more degrees after 6 in the evening. So yeah, hot nights. Can't wait for this air conditioning to be fully installed. Right, that'll work. Touch room, I can make that work. In for a difficult targeted TDM. Yeah, I know that's not what my stream says I'm gonna do, but I'll add it to the plans for today. Murderer's hockey stick, the mortal bobslayer. Yeah, this build is strong enough. Not sure these free decals are gonna come in handy. I'm gonna get rid of these two. This one I'm gonna leave because it cost 18k, so don't want to waste that 18k. These two I'm gonna swap out to something that is more appropriate for TDM. Click.
The mushrooms.
You're trying to make a 6-star red napalm shooter. Well, 6-star shooter might be efficient. A lot of people like using 6-star shooters for the electric white steel weapon. It seems to add a lot of damage to that. And the Kamas is another good option. Not sure about going full red napalm though, since the gun is a very technical weapon. You lose a lot of time choosing your shots. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not the best guy to ask when it comes to ranged in this game because I'm
Are you
just
sure?
not good at
Are
it.
you 100% sure?
I think it's much more difficult to play ranged in Let It Die than melee. Unless for certain boss encounters, I can imagine farming White Steel might be very fun to do with Piercing class and maybe even Black Thunder, because they're both pretty much mostly weak to Pierce, so you could definitely kick their ass with a good skilled shooter playstyle. Ah yeah, well, Red Napalm is quite difficult. Pale Wind, I think the good thing about him is that he requires so little preparation to take on, but fights against him are very much hit and miss. Death comes quickly against Pale Wind. Like, just he seems to know whenever you want to reposition yourself on the battlefield and walk across the goal. You know, relative to where he's standing, you you draw a line between him and the goal, and every time you pass that line, he seems to know you're gonna do that, and he bubbles you into the goal and wrecks your ass. Static massager. Yeah, that might work. Like, isn't there a video out there of someone kicking his ass with a bull build shooter playstyle using the R1 static massager to totally wreck Black Thunder? Could be fun, yeah. Definitely worth looking into. What do I need? Golden heart.
Are you sure?
And then probably
Are you
firefighter.
sure?
I'm not sure, but I'll take it anyway. Let me go.
Come again.
Leave me alone. Okay. Om nom nom.
Tetsuo's the name.
So now that we're at the start of the stream, I don't know how much people watch through to the end of the stream, but I definitely want to mention that I've seen a video by what's his face, Koji Igarashi, the guy behind Castlevania, and he I think it was like a week ago or something, he made an announcement video that yesterday a game is going to be released by the name of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, which is actually a stretch goal of the Kickstarter he did for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which I don't know when it's going to come out. But he basically broke away from Konami because they're, you know, kind of an asshole company who guards their IPs and don't let creators make games for the gamers who actually want to play those games. So they're guarding Castlevania, and the guy behind Castlevania basically built the thing, thought up the whole thing, but it's under contract with Konami. They own Castlevania as a product, so he can't make any Castlevania games anymore. But Bloodstained is basically Castlevania, you know, all but everything but name. It's Castlevania. Where am I looking to fight? Something slightly tough. I want someone with a lot of defenders so I get a lot of points. This guy, Searly Lovestara. Okay, I will attack this Canadian. Wizard of Legend. Huh. I haven't even heard of that game. Yeah, anyway, this stretch goal for the Kickstarter apparently has been released yesterday on the Switch, PlayStation Vita, and in other places. I don't remember exactly where it's all been released. I just remember the Switch and the Vita because those are two systems I own, so I'm quite looking forward to picking it up on the Switch. because my main systems are still PlayStation, Sony systems. I haven't completely converted to the Switch. Don't you dare. Ooh, tricky. Lonk. That is such an enjoyable attack. Also, would you leave me alone for a minute? I have to sort out something quickly. Wait. Oh jeez. I can't tell if the music is playing, but I have to turn that off. Watch me lose a TDM fight because I'm trying to turn off the music that is gonna block my video. Good job, buddy. Well, I got what I wanted. A lot of defenders, but they're kicking my ass. Well, nailed it. Okay, good enough. Now I can quickly... There we go. I have to turn this music off. TDM. Whew. Can't have the music playing in the background, because otherwise the video will get blocked. Huh. I'll definitely write it down and check it out afterwards. I have been enjoying roguelikes, depending on their, playstyle. I've been enjoying The Binding of Isaac Afterward Plus on the Switch. Always wanted it to come out on the PS Vita, but it never did. They never managed to get it on there correctly. I think the hardware just wasn't strong enough to get it sorted. Or maybe, like, I don't know. They didn't feel like getting the massive amount of patches and updates and shit that they had to do for the PC done on there as well. There, sorted. And probably a lot of points. Good. I'll do like 2 or 3 fights like this against, maxed out defense. 9 out of 9, or at least a lot of defenders. Get all those points. Hold on. Just gonna write down that name. Wizard of Legend. Could be good. I mean, I haven't seen anything about that game yet. I mean, I've seen something on YouTube, some Let's Players doing something Wizard related. It might have been that game, actually. I have to check that out. Maybe Northern Lion has been delving into it. Maybe Indie Mouse has done a video on God of War. I haven't watched yet. Probably gonna be fun. He always does. He does like full Let's Plays in one video. That's like half an hour to an hour long. Full Let's Plays, heavily edited, a lot of humor added in there, memes and all kinds of shit. Very good quality videos at Indie Mouse. One of his biggest patrons is Northern Lion. They've got some kind of alliance going on there. Indie Mouse does the artwork for Northern Lions videos. Well, for some of them. Don't know exactly. I think the NLSS and other shit. What have I got going here? Alright. More TDM. I need some more points.
Thank you for riding with us today.
But I had a feeling that the Bloodstained game was gonna go under my radar, and it was just gonna spring up out of nowhere. You follow these games, they get hyped up way long in advance. Like that guy from Konami, Hideo Kojima, also breaking away from the company, as many seems to do, abandoning a sinking ship. Is it sinking? I don't know. I hope it does. I mean, pachinko, that's not games. They're abandoning their core audience. Such a betrayal. Damn, no one here of low rank. Anyway, yeah, the game Hideo Kojima's working on, what's it? Dead Stranding or Death Stranding. That one's gonna just sneak up on everyone too, I bet. It's been hyped up well early in development, and who knows when it's gonna arrive. I'm sure it'll just sneak up on people. Anyone's fine, I'll fight you. So we're in Diamond, 3,664 points. Don't really have to put too much effort into getting very high into Diamond, because every Monday it resets you back to like exactly 3,600 anyway. If this guy's got a lot of defenders, I'll call it for TDM after this fight. Otherwise, I'll do one more and then call it, and then get to climbing 41 plus.
Thanks for waiting.
Oh geez. Oh god. Yeah, this guy's taking it serious. I'm probably screwed. Oh, you there. Oh, I hate that. That's like the ultimate winning TDM weapon right now, the Medusa head. I'm actually one level low enough to not have their giant killer take effect. Stop it, you. Oops. Come on. Dude. I hate the Canis, I really do. Wow, those hitboxes. Perfectly accurate. Oh jeez, I didn't think you were gonna go into that. I thought you were gonna combo me a little bit more. There we go. Basically won. Oh wow, have fun, take care. Oh nice. Wrecked. And I cannot steal you, because bringing you along with me is like sending you to the afterlife. You have to be complete to reach it, or at least some religions believe such. Hello. Oh nice, I think I found a counter for the Medusa head. Whoop. Oh, come on. Hit me. Ah, what was that? Bullshit attack. Stop it. Okay. And we have one. Probably taken a just ridiculous amount of durability damage in the process, though. Stop it. I think we've won. Hooray! Well, yeah. The Castlevania guy is making more classic Castlevania 2D. Well, you can't really call them Metroidvania, they're just Castlevania. They have like the Metroid style, I guess, where you unlock new abilities and then you have to backtrack, and then places that were blocked off earlier can be accessed with those new abilities. I haven't played many Castlevania games myself. I've played which ones? Symphony of the Night and Dracula X Chronicles, I believe. Those are 2 games I've played. I believe I've gotten Symphony of the Night fully maxed out to like 101%, and the other one I am very far from being able to do that. I think I don't have the skill to get that done. Symphony of the Night was already a strange departure from like the skill-based gameplay of Castlevania, where they went to a RPG style where you can level up your character. And maybe that's why I'm able to beat Symphony of the Night, or get it completely maxed out. An interesting game. I only have one gripe with Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and that's that you can't really get some really cool things at the start. Most things are very late game, and I always like being able to start off a game with something really, cool. Even if you're working towards a project, weapons that are even much better later on.
Oh, how I've been waiting for
In Dark Souls, for instance, you can pick up some really awesome weapons pretty early on, like the Dark Souls remaster, I believe, is also upon us.
Are you sure?
Or at least I'm seeing people make
You
content
100%
about the
sure?
game itself. So I think Dark Souls Remastered is also released. I might be mistaken, but if it's not, then it's not far off. What do I need? What was I going for? Yeah.
Are you 100%
this,
sure?
I'm not sure. Vampire and that. Oh, I can't remember if I had issues with this playstyle. It might have been overkill. Whatever. It'll be fine. Oh, what else is there? Oh yeah, this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that'll do. No, there's another Castlevania I played.
There's no glory. There's nothing.
I played that one that came out for the PS3. Oh, I don't remember the name. They got some difficult names. Cool ones though. Murderous Hockey Stick. Yeah, not good enough. I'll leave you here. Pick up a new one.
A masterpiece has been born.
Oh, sweet. I've got the Bobslayer plus 3, actually. Can I get that? I want that.
Come back anytime.
Let me out. Yeah, I'm not going to do the weekly quests today on stream. I'm going to do those after the stream. Well, not necessarily today. I might do them like tomorrow morning. Working on the continuation of today's tower rotation. As I'm living in Europe, that is possible. For people in the Americas, that is less possible, since the reset is like at 6 AM. So it really is more the start of a new day is the start of a new tower. While in Europe it's more like the midday is the switch between old tower rotation to new tower rotation, which actually opens up some tactical possibilities, as long as you don't like have a lie-in, oversleep, and miss your previous day's tower rotation. There's workarounds, you can use solo shelters and such, or you could just keep the game logged in, and you can keep the game on as you go to sleep, and then wake up, and even if you wake up after the reset, you'll be in the right rotation. The game does kick you after a certain amount of time AFK. I don't know exactly how much, but yeah, it does find ways to kick you out. What do I want? 200k? Yeah, that'll do. Yoink. Probably gonna take on Pale Wind and Black Thunder this Sunday as well. Got those on a weekly kill rotation. Black Thunder Nightmare and Pale Wind hard mode, although I might just fight them both in hard mode. At the moment I've got all the blueprints, and that's the main thing you'll be aiming for with the Horsemen. And once you've got those, they're on farm, kinda, and then you can take them out on the lesser difficulty on the weekly quests. Unless you're, you know, if you've got one that you really want to upgrade, then you can get them on both difficulties on the weekly quest. Oh, hey Volt. No problem. I didn't get anything good today from the hernia. Just letting you know. No luck for me. But, hey, maybe tomorrow. Take care, Volt. I'm gonna be doing a short stream today anyway, so you know you can always watch it later and catch up. What do I got here? Right, buying a new bobslayer, slaying all the bobs.
Oh, it's you.
I would like to purchase one of your fine bobslayers, please. Just a casual 400 damage extra. That'll definitely make an impact. I'm starting to get way more bobslayers than I've got spike crushers. Okay, 2,258 to 2,652. Yep, just 400 damage extra. Awesome. Durability remains the same. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I still need the murder stick also.
Welcome.
There it is.
Thanks.
Yoink.
Come back anytime.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 weapons. And rage move. I'll pick up rage weapons as we go. Store you, maybe. Oh, that was weird. Huh. Is my inventory sorted or something? When I installed, when I deposited that one item, it reshuffled. It resorted. Like there should be an empty space here, but there isn't. So there must be some active sorting going on. I gotta check. Must press the wrong button. No sorting? There we go. That's how it should be. Okie dokie. Almost good to go. Just need to pick up a survivability. There it is. Yoink. And now we get to go. Okay. Su-oi. Oh man, there's actually quite a few new games that interest me that are, wow, that are on my radar right now. I did a video about the game I bought, was it last week? Omen Sight, which was a relatively cheap indie type game with really nice graphics actually, and quite good, quite a good feel to it. The voice acting really adds a lot of charm, and the visuals also cool. Reminds me of you know, a few other games visually, like Pyre, Fury. I'd say Hyper Light Drifter, but it's not pixelated 2D. Here we go. Yeah, really cool concepts. I like the originality. I think it is to be applauded. I definitely wouldn't mind less of a games as service model and more just originality going on in video games. God of War is good, I hear. There's just too much other games that I want to play right now to get God of War. Like there's this Agony that I've been waiting for. That is releasing towards the end of the month. Should be out soon. Hello. Really just enjoying my freedom as I have it right now, because there's not much for me to do in Let It Die. Let It Die, as it stands, is really a game I could just let itself play out for me. Oddly enough, a lot of materials are tied to weekly things or daily things. Like if you don't play Let It Die at all and you just log in every day and take a look at the hernia machine to see what daily offering it has, and you just wait, if you've got a good TDM rank, if you're diamond, you could just wait every week and get those diamond rewards coming in. You get, if you're low in diamond, you get 2 rare 6-star resources or purple medals guaranteed. So it's either that or decals. I don't know if it can be decals. I hope not. I haven't really paid attention to that. Rude. But yeah, like I'm just logging in every day to check the hernia machine, making sure I'm in diamond for the weekly TDM handout, and the weekly quest for the Forceman, and that's just about it. That's what I've been doing lately for Let It Die. I was in a upgrading things kind of mood a while ago, but there's been too much other games distracting me. Conehead. What is this? Oh my god. Sweet. What a get. I actually do need milk purple now. I went through a phase of not needing it for a while, but I actually need it again because I'm upgrading, you know, some, I think it's required for the Murderous Hockey set. What a find. Lucky. This isn't the first time I've had a golden box with a purple medal drop on the first floor of the run. Actually, it was a 30 plus for. It's quite regular that I have that happen on 30 plus specifically. Oh, not that that means anything. Wow, you're super dead. Is this not something I want? Off you pop. That's the last we'll see of him. Possibly.
Come on, fuckstick.
Or we'll come back and ambush us. Oh my god. Critical, of course. Oh, critical. Ooh. Nope. Too soon. Ah, bad reflex. Whatever. I'm getting bad at this game. Would have preferred the rocket launcher drop, actually. Then I could easily cook beasts. Haven't really paid attention to it, but I'm missing a fire weapon. Oh god. Okay, cool. That's my fire weapon. Thank you. I got a bit too complacent there. I was focusing more on weapon swapping than getting the hell out of the way. What am I weak to? Resistant to fire. Neutral to slashing. Weak to blunts and electric. So, gotta keep that in mind. Yoink. Oh jeez. Oh sweet. Oh cool. I was going for the perfect card, but I wanted him to poison and not the other thing. Please poison, not burning. Poison? Keep poison? No, 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 poison. No, the other one. Oh, you. Ah. Yay! That's good enough heal over time. I can live with it. I forgive you for putting me on fire. What is that? Nah, don't need that. Don't need the Transparangus type mushrooms anymore. They're really just an inferior slow mungus, in my opinion. Rude. Wow, he doesn't even have the Death Burner. Actually, did they announce Tier 4 Death Burner? They did, didn't they? Man, I have no idea what's going on right now in Let It Die. I don't know when the update is happening, the big summer update. Don't know what's up with the Tier 4 releases. I think they're gonna have every weapon and armor at Tier 4 once the big summer update is arrived. I think they want to tie that all up nicely before that happens, the limit break. I do know they had this, you know, this contest, this drawing contest, where you can design a decal or something, or a poster for the waiting room. Something along those lines. I haven't really been paying attention. Where am I going? Not there. Yeah, somewhere in that direction. We'll get there. Poison unavailable. Not much stamina. Yeah, I think one thing I regretted with this build was having no marathon runner. Instead of the way this build is, well, the previous build I went up with, my oldest build was attack, attack, recovery, defense, defense. That was my oldest build. So it will be something like giant killer, giant killer. Actually, I gotta hurry because these jackals are probably just waiting to wreck me. Here we go. So it was giant killer, some kind of healing, vampire poison eater, or oriental medicine, and then what are those things? Enthusiasts? Nah, I don't know. Yeah, enthusiasts. Anyway, there's skills that give you 20% armor for having 3 out of 3 of a certain type of armor. The 20% defense increases times 2 on an all-rounder. And then I moved to, once they released the 6-star Tier 4 Camus, I went to Avoidance with the double what should I call it? professional gymnasts, or professional gymnast plus something else, because they're too expensive for the mushroom trade to stack on a weekly basis. If you've got a character made for top floors, then you can easily do that, but I'm using the same character. I really should have a second perfect rolled. Hello? Striker A. Blam. Ah. You were ruined. And... ugh, disgusting. I had my hopes up there for a minute, getting another purple, but... no deal. So yeah, I went from the, I guess, dodging to just pure stamina increase, and I like that more. Having the golden heart plus marathon runner seems more enjoyable than having just you can dodge infinitely, because I really don't capitalize on the dodges anyway. I keep forgetting that I can dodge to an infinite degree whenever I go 1 versus 1, one of those difficult types, the Kamas or fireworks launcher guys. So yeah, if I don't make use of it, I might as well have something actually useful all the time, like increased stamina and you know, longer running, especially on levels like this. Another Candle Wolf nonsense where I'm having to wait every 10 steps to recover my breath. Much more enjoyable with the Marathon Runner. Nope. Should be looking for a poison snail. Good chance to find them in Candle Wolf. I hate taking a lot of damage from the hater fights.
Mother of jackal!
Yeah, beautiful.
What kind of insult is that? I'm just quickly opening my top floors file so I can see what materials I can expect.
Alright, fuck nuts.
Mind your profanity.
You douchebag.
So rude. I must end you for being rude. I knew it. I knew it. Come here, you with 1 HP. Come here. Who is that? That is so satisfying attack. Must you guard? Must you perfect guard? Cotton, do not want. Leather, ditto. Well, it's obviously a cloth only floor, so carbon fiber possibilities here. Not seeing it. We're on Soku, yep, cloth only. Okay, that's the good exit. Dead end, or at least the path we're not looking for. Ideal situation, backtracking in the direction of a path you do want to take is always nice. A lot less running around like that. Oh, come on. Right. This way.
Bastard.
Wrong weapon. Oh, nice hit. I've got to take these guys seriously, or they're gonna end up taking a lot of my health. Oh god. Okay, lovely, lovely. Just unload your weapon on me, no problem. Dude. Alright. Vampires proving to be quite useful in this situation. Colton, no thanks. Might be a material down here. Can't see any, so... yeah. Oh, bird. Alright. Nothing in this room. Candle wolf there is really slow down the ascent. It takes ages to get through them. They're just confusing areas as well. Excuse me. Like there's so much scenery just lying around here and there. It's very difficult to spot the the item locations. I don't know him by heart either in Candle Wolf. Not as well as I know DoD. Actually, do you want to poison me? No, the other one. The other weapon. Oh. Well, at least you poisoned me. Nope, nothing there. It is kind of funny how you can knock down snails with live beasts, but not with cooked beasts. Like they need to have some kick to them to actually dislodge the snails from the walls. I'm surprised a snail stuck to a wall can actually survive being hit by a rat. You'd think after getting up from the floor, the rat would be angry that it was thrown and take its anger out on the rat, on the snail. I mean, the turtles do. The turtles are very, snappy, angry guys, and they do take out the snails after you knock them off. Barb meats work as well, but you kill whatever you throw it at. If it's a beast, I think it does. I think beasts have like 1 HP, and you kill them with any attack. And the barb meat, I believe, does 1 HP damage, so it kills beasts. Unfortunately, it cannot be used to knock down snails from the wall. What is this? Fake fish, not interested. It may be my bad memory, but it may also be the fact that Candlewolf just seems to have a large amount of spawn points for materials. That makes it takes me forever to clear them out and find everything I need. The big Cohen fights. It's not today. Alright. Damn, this was a huge floor. Well damn, just didn't make it. Up one floor to the aluminium only. And of course I'm gonna find 6-star aluminium there. Naturally. And from then onwards, this is a floor I don't care about the materials. But after this one, they're all, you know, all top materials will be collected. Copper, cloth, and all materials. Chance of carbon fiber on all materials as well. Dangerous. Defender, of course you are. Most of them seem to have some kind of lucky clover decal anyway, and you always seem to get crits on you. Okay, 2 licks of poison, and I'll hit you with your weakness. Hit the rage. Good fight.
Fuck you.
Alright. Bring them all in this direction. What are you doing? Come on. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother hitting him with the rage move. He's almost done. Probably got like 1 ammo left or something. Or none. I'll save the rage moves for when they're necessary. Ooh, nice. Look at that quick groggy. What are you? A defender? Ooh. That was an impressive groggy. At less than 50% health, grogified. Oh, crates. Ugh. Ninja. Come on, ninja. You look like a ninja. Just a bit too flashy, though. Right. Engine part, don't care. Gamma shroom. Don't feel like it. Crushroom, sure, I'll take that. There may be fish in this pond. Probably not though. Nope. Can't see any. The easiest way if you're farming fish and you're on this floor, like this may not be floor 15, but floor 15 is a floor with fish and it looks like this. If you're farming for fish, you can just remember where they usually spawn. There's one over here. There may be one around here, if I'm remembering correctly. There's possibly a fish around here. Don't know about this area. There may be one here. And in here also. But you just go to one of these areas where they could be, and instead of spamming R3 to target them, because of the fact it snaps your vision forwards, it can be just really annoying and frustrating when you don't properly latch onto them with a targeting arrow. To just open your map and confirm that there is or is not a fish in the area you're checking. And if you're close enough to the beast, you'll see him pop up on your map. And then you can further direct your vision in his direction, and then click on the R3 targeting, and then you'll see that little white arrow above the fish, and you don't, you know, have to waste too much energy, you know, knocking every part of the floor. I used to do that a lot with the spike crusher, just banging away, trying to kill a fish, guessing where he was. Not that that's that relevant nowadays, since there aren't really that many real fish around. This is the way, but I don't know if the other, you know, the other pathway has got some materials I need. Or not. Yeah, actually, this place doesn't hold anything I'm interested in. Off we go. Otatai, cloth only, Candlewolf Zone. The last large-ish floor with 3 exits, or 1 entrance and 2 exits to be precise. After that, it's smooth sailing, with one of the floors probably replaced with a store. Probably the cloth floor. Hey Mohammed, welcome. Alright here. A bit hot, but the weather is actually, you know, cooling down. I mean, the sun's chilling behind the clouds a little. Been working on getting an air conditioning installed in the apartment. Be nice to have that fully running. Nice and cool in the hot days. Poke. Oh, nice. You're actually helping me instead of hurting me with that poison. Crush room. Yeah, I've been going on about all kinds of different games that I've been excited about their release. There's quite a few things on my radar, and some things that I'd forgotten about. Like the Castlevania, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Might as well, you know, Bloodstained between brackets, Castlevania Ritual of the Night. Just call it Bloodstained because you're not allowed to use the name Castlevania. So yeah, last week there was a video out on YouTube. I mean, I only saw it yesterday, but it was out since last week. What's his face? I've got his name written down here because I'm terrible with names. Koji Igarashi, or Iga, the guy from Castlevania, who did that Kickstarter to make the Castlevania spiritual successor, separate from Konami Company. Well, he's reached the stretch goal and has released a more 2D style, really Castlevania like little game, just in advance of the big title that he was working on. I think they're both aimed at also the handheld consoles like the PlayStation Vita. So yeah, I haven't checked yet. I would be very happy to see what's it called? Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, they're calling it. The little game they're releasing in advance to already be out on the PlayStation Vita. That would be great, especially if it's got like a trophy list also connected to it. I like games with trophies, especially if they're games I enjoy playing. Then the trophies add a lot of replayability to a game. Backstab. What are you angry at? I wish I had poison, because you're not hardcore. You wish you were hardcore. Fresh murder stick. No carbon fiber yet. One shot. No poison. I mean fire. I wouldn't mind poison, but the fire is obnoxious. Doesn't even have to damage you, just knowing the amount of chip damage going on and all your armor breaking. Damn you. Also, this is the bullshit right here. Like every enemy. I know the iron is a popular weapon, but is it really that popular that everyone who's climbing managed to die with it? I don't think so. They just want to damage your armor as much as possible. The game is cheating you. The developers want you dead. They want that sweet death metal cash. Oi. Stop breaking my armor so efficiently. You know how much points of durability you've knocked off my armor already? Actually, screw you. Absolute ridiculous nonsense. It is a fun weapon, isn't it? It's more swift than you'd think, you know, but in Let It Die, unfortunately, a lot of weapons give you a very skewed perception of what their true power is, considering once you first unlock them, there's a lot of their, you know, killing power locked behind the mastery system. Like once I first started using the fibre launcher, I still don't think it's a great weapon, but you know, it has its uses. Once I first used it, I thought it was terrible because it didn't have that lingering, you know, that lingering damage over time and explosion. It just hit them once and then that was it. But there's a lot of weapons like that, like the sniper rifle that doesn't aim straight if you haven't mastered it, which makes sense in a way. The pitching machines that charge up really slow before firing if they're not mastered. A lot of weapons seem like shit once you first start using them, but then once you got them fully mastered, they all, well, a decent amount of weapons seem viable. Not every weapon is viable because this game isn't properly balanced. Wait, not that it needs to be, but you know. It's a bit of tough luck if the weapon you chose to upgrade just happens to be a weapon that isn't necessarily viable for a lot of the challenges in the game. Like you see a shotgun, you're new to Let It Die, hey, a shotgun, how awesome. I'm a big fan of shotguns. I like playing shotgun in a lot of games. Big fan of first-person shooters and such. I'm going to try upgrading this thing completely. And then you find out that it, you know, never really holds a lot of... Oh, jeez. Have you just completely destroyed me? What is that? Well, I'll find out what it is when I recover, because I'm using a death metal for this. God damn, what are you? What an assassin. It's a hunter too, so it's someone who's been waiting for me to stream to send a Terminator. And this is... I'll take a screenshot. Okay. So, it's got Wolf, King of Wolves, it's got Flash Boiler, or Flesh Boiler, one shot, one kill, and Giant Killer is level 121, which is perfect, excuse me, and another decal. Yeah, he's made to get someone killed as quick as possible with the first shot. He's pretty much useless at this point, but yeah. You took a death medal from me, sir. Good job on you. What hat are they using? The World of Tanks legs. Duke Sniper. Hello. Ah, I knew you were gonna do that. Okay, got ya. Right. So, not much like that is allowed to happen further. I'm not gonna make it. Oh wait. Actually, I need that poison. Give it to me. No, no, no. Don't break your weapon. Give me the poison. Give me the poison. Oh my god. This is obnoxious, especially since I know that that hammer is going to deal serious damage if it hits me. Come on. Oh. There we go. That's what I want. I wouldn't have to go through all this hassle if I had a snail on me. I hope I haven't ran past any snails. Yeah, that is annoying. I shouldn't have got killed by that. Because if you just guard against it, you take such a reduced amount of damage. It's no big deal. Just can't make too many more mistakes now. This should be the last tough floor. Right. So we're headed to green up. That could be anywhere. Yeah, that was a good build. I wonder if it was a defender that they sent at me, TDM defender. Quite a lot of decals wasted on getting the rage required to do the rage move, unfortunately. I think they could have been even deadlier if they had barbarians and stuff like that. Squish. You die. What are we gonna use? I'll do this one, it's been a while. You are now bits and pieces. Rest in pieces. Come on. Surviving that. Guy is gonna be dead in one hit. Actually, I have some rage. That's the annoying thing, just knowing how much durability damage you've taken from these guys who just get completely shredded, literally. I wonder, is he weak? too blunt. Yeah, anyway. These guys are programmed to be as trolly as possible. Okie dokie. There's the exit, but this floor is cloth only, so I'd like to see every nook and cranny. Have I got anything to recover? Nope, doesn't look like it. I have vampire. Oh, there's another one of you. Do I even need these guys? 23. 25 is a nice number. I think I'll stop at 25. You definitely gotta set some limits for yourself when you're collecting resources, because otherwise you end up with a full storage box, like is with me pretty often the case. Does this tile even have materials on it? Nope. Alright. So green up is the exit we just discovered, I believe, which is good. So yeah, there was a patch recently that needed downloading. It was a very quick download. It was another this event is ended, so we're gonna unpatch the event. We're gonna patch it out. They do that. They have to release a patch to get rid of new events. It's probably just for the temporary ones, you know, like this Killer 7 collaboration is now over. It was fun while it lasted, so they had to patch it in, the temporary event, and now it's patched back out. Excuse me. Actually, I wanted to put some fire on you. Gotten... Oh, nice. This is a cloth-only floor, and it didn't get replaced by a shop. Cool. Unfortunately, it looks like it's like the shortest floor ever. Oh god. Shooter. Yeah, I didn't have time to check all his decals, but they were pretty messed up. Pretty nasty. Shooter plus Camus is already quite deadly. Actually, could you poison me? There you go. Bird. Cooked chicken. That didn't distract him. I would get distracted by by getting hit by a live rat. wonder, will this distract him? Getting him poisoned? Is he in the poison? Ah, he may not be close enough. Damn it. Not close enough to get poisoned. Oh, that distracted him. Oh god, you're doing too much damage. Nice. Good teamwork there. You can use your melee weapon or not. Ugh. Bullshit. Whew. Get in. They seem to really favor the most obnoxious types. The ones that have almost guaranteed hits. You know, the kamas, crossbow, fireworks, it's nothing but that. I really wish there was more physical enemies here to make it not such so blatantly obvious that developers themselves are trying to kill you on these floors. Hello? Nice. What is this? Nope. Soak. Wrong material. Oh well. There's a rat around here somewhere. Oh, there you are. Don't necessarily need him anymore. But hey, whatever. Okay. Now the next floor, I want to see that floor as well. The floor after that could be swapped by a shop. And that would be perfect. Wow, imagine that. Like, they don't have to add shops anywhere. I wouldn't mind not seeing shops at all, because there's a much more likely chance that they'll replace a floor that you really need. And on some runs, if you're going for oil, for instance, there's really just 2 floors on the entire map that are oil only, and one of the oil floors is single exit. So if that's a floor, if that's a material after, and they swap it with a shop, then that's like the biggest bullshit. That's a lot of damage. I haven't had much chance to use this bobslayer, unfortunately. Since everything's weak to slash, I usually default to my murderer's hockey stick. It's also, you know, combo plus knockdown. Not the best at range though, but bobslayer doesn't really win over the murderer's hockey stick with range. Come on. How did that miss? Well, defender, are you? So, defender, gonna take his armor off, and then I'm gonna deal with him. Okay, 2 bits of poison. Whew. Alright, acceptable. I do need that reversal metal for something, I'm sure of it. Don't remember what it is, but it is something. So this floor is copper only. Of course, full of fire. Fire and brimstone. Yeah, don't think I need oxygen free. Got 12 of them already. I need beryllium though. Cause who doesn't always need beryllium? I guess it's not as bad as carbon fiber. That is definitely the worst material at the moment. I wonder how these floors are gonna work when the summer release, the summer update happens. If they're gonna become trivial. I wouldn't mind having a much easier time here. Smash the glass cannon. Oh, nice. New fire weapon. Blue is hotter than red. What do I got? No, I'm not interested in pure copper. Oh, jeez. Huh. Lucky bird. There is a side path there. I should probably explore it. There's probably beryllium hiding over there. Though you can never really be sure. It's probably the trap room, actually. And the Camus Hater awaits. No. Oh no, it's the up escalator. I guess the other way leads to the trap room. Alright, good to know. Yep, this is the way. Why don't we just do this one? Cover the distance. Oils? Yeah. What type of oils do you need? Is it the top floor oils or lower floor? Excuse me. Wham. Okay, so I guess get your notes ready. Well, I mean, I'm really just looking at this color-coded materials layout here. I've got a lower floor? Oh, okay, yeah, I was gonna go on about the top floors. Well, if you wanted it for top floors, if you only need the oil, if you don't care about biofuel, I'd go for the mixed materials, because there are so few oil floors. I'd go Wadachi, wait a minute, Wadachi, Soku, Mayari, Duami, the mixed material route, which is the center screen here, ending up in Duami, for just the top tier oils, Chemsiv. The lower floors, oil only. Huh. Actually, good question. If you could be more specific, I'll check my list of single material floors. It's something I never really run out of though. There are floors that I tend to favor when farming for materials, especially materials that I don't know well the single material floors for. Let's see. I'm guessing. Yeah. Sorry, we have to be more. You have to be more specific. Is it veggie oil that you need? Is it crude oil and veggie oil? Oh yeah. Veggie oil. I will have a look quickly. See if I've got a single material floor for veggie oil. I may have had to farm it recently. Let's see. Single material floors. I may have cleared out this complete level, so I have to watch out for the damn jackals. And they know I'm distracted, so I've got to get a move on. Or I'll be ambushed by the jackals while I'm trying to find this. Single materials. Ah, there it is. Okay. So, going left. I'm just gonna get to safety so I don't get ambushed by the top floor jackals, who I haven't dared to fight yet. But this build isn't properly designed either. This is just one to get me to top floors. Okay. Let's see. Shimimeno, floor 26, is oil only. It doesn't have a large amount of spawn points, but it is only oil floor. Problem with only oil floors though is that the lower and higher grade can spawn, so you don't get the grade that you need. Shimimeno is a boss floor, floor 26. Where's that thing? Just gonna check closer. Shimimeno, yeah. I think that's where Jindai lives. 26 floor Shimimeno oil only is for what's that thing called? Crude, yeah, crude oil. Have I got something else for oil? Oshihama, which is a rotating floor on floor 25. Just gonna check if that's available today. There it is. Oshihama. Oshihama is available today. It rotates. So I'm not a fan of suggesting rotating floors, but it's available today. So if you need it now, that's another option. What else we got here? Yeah. So for a lot of materials, especially the materials that I don't know good single material floors to reach, I actually, for Candle Wolf, prefer just going to 2 floors after another. Go to Kani and Shinkobashi. Both are all material floors. Kani is my favorite. Most of the time whenever I need materials from top floors, I'll go to Kani and just go up and down to Kani. And Kani is connected to 4 single material floors. Sumikyo is iron only, Agasu is wood only, Oshimi copper, I think, and Shimimeno is oil. So you can actually combine Kani and Shimimeno if you're looking for oil. Most of the time you don't have to fight the boss, because the boss is often guarding the exit. You know, you can be unlucky and have to fight them, depending on the layout. I don't think that happens so often though. So if you're going for crude oil, Kani, Shimimeno is a good route. Just those 2 floors. And then veggie oil. Oh, a quick look at the veggie oil situation. Let's see, lower floors. Kinatumen is oil only. Which one is that? 17? Okay, Kinatumen floor 17 is oil only. I don't think it's good though. I don't think there are a lot of spawns, or it's an annoying floor. I think it's that floor that's covered in blood that has a tower in the middle of it too, with all the traps and the fish and the annoying tubers. It's an awkward floor to farm. So if I'm farming materials in a war area, I'll often go, and this is a much suggested route, Komoto, floor 13. Komoto is the War Ensemble Zones Kani, which is 25th floor Candlewolf. 25th floor Candlewolf, good all-rounder. Komoto is a good all-rounder for this zone, floor 13. And then you can add a couple of floors to it. You can go Komoto, Yamadai, Sayani, Momohara, Ukangaoka. You can do that loop actually. And what you'll get, what is it? Komoto, Ukangaoka, Momohara, Sayani, and then Makatsutsumi. Ah yeah. So skipping Yamadai. Okay, so ignore Yamadai. I don't know why I suggested that. Floor 14 Komoto. Go down to Ukongaoka. Up to Momohara. Down to Sayani. And then after Sayani go down to Makatsutsumi. And that's also an elevator floor. Makatsutsumi is a short floor, floor 11. It's only got one hater and a boss on it, which you can avoid going through Sayani. You're avoiding the boss. So yeah, that's a pretty good route. It's not oil only, but I don't really know much oil only War Ensemble. You'll find a lot of good shit though if you're going through all those floors. Komoto, Ukongaoka, Momohara, Sayani, and then Makatsutsumi. Makatsutsumi is a good spot to find beasts of all types. And you've got the one hater there, and if you're looking for blueprints, it's also got a bunch of red chests that are easy access. And yeah, the other floors have also got a decent chance of having oil, considering I think they're all mixed material floors. Yeah, you'll find a bunch of good stuff on that route. Anyway, that's that for oil, low floors. I am terrible at remembering things, so I've got it all written down in my single material floors situation here. These guys don't sound like they're having fun. Excuse me, you're allowed to die now, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Hey. Don't you dare. Whoa. Nasty. Actually, I'm gonna ambush him. Huh. You reload, you die. Yeah, they're really not easy to find materials, oil. They're kind of obnoxious. If you get lazy, you can really just stick to doing just those two decent all material floors. The floor 13, what is it? Komoto? Yeah, I don't remember. Floor 13, I think Komoto? I mean, I like saying Ukongaoka more, but it's probably Komoto. Floor 13 and floor 25. Really good, all material floors. Floor 21 is also decent. You know, there's a couple of rooms that seem to always be there on floor 21 every time you go, that have multiple collections of materials on them. So yeah, it depends how much you feel like going through all the areas. If you're collecting, you know, all kinds of stuff. Like for crude oil, another thing you could do is go, where is it? Yeah, you could take a long route round. You could go from Akami to Kani, Akami to Kawabe. I don't think never mind. Akami isn't a good floor. It's Kawabe I'm thinking about. Kawabe is a decent one for all materials. And it also has the black trap. It has the golden chests, black boss drop materials chest on that floor. So you can, if you need that, And if I mean, if you need Candlewolf Black, Etches and Jima has the boss. So yeah, but I often get lazy just if I'm looking for oil, just Kani, Shimameno, and then Kamoto, and then just whatever. Yeah, there it is. Actually, I think if you read it, like material locations and shit. I'm still waiting for people to make a. Oh jeez, don't kill me, please. My weapon is devastating. I'm waiting for people to make a comprehensive color-coded list, like they've got for 41 to 50 for the 4 tower rotations. Actually, you can hit me with that poison weapon. What are you? I'm gonna die trying to get poisoned by this thing. So I'm just gonna kill it. Come here. Oh, okay. I'm being clumsy. Oh, no. Come on. Okay, gotcha. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. The animation has pushed me off the edge. Get back in there. Fuck's sake. Damn it. Bullshit.
Welcome back. So what do you think about our insurance offer now?
I guess now's a good time to have a look at the chat. Oh yeah, okay, so you're still climbing Cliffs of Dover. Your max floor is 22. Okay, well 21 to 22 is a good option, actually, if you're looking for crude oil. 22 is a decent mixed material floor, and it also has that black, that gold chest with black materials in it, so you can get some early upgrade black material boss drop. But, you know, just bear in mind that the trap has tougher enemies than the rest of the floor. Might need to bring all of your... the tactic I used when dealing with Candlewolf floors was I brought armor killing weapons with me. Fire and multi-hit buzzsaw knuckles I brought. And yeah, buzzsaw knuckles and the red hot iron are 2 really good weapons for that zone. Buzzsaw, because they're so cheap, and if you've upgraded it to tier 2, you can purchase 2 of them on the same kind of cooldown. So every time you go up to Candlewolf Zone for progress, you can purchase 2 buzzsaws, and the same goes with the red hot iron. Tier 2 red hot iron, tier 1 red hot iron. But then, seeing as we're in current day Let It Die, you actually have access to the tier 3 red hot iron. 250k? I have to spend money to get this thing back? Damn, that sucks. Yeah, shredding armor is a good way of dealing with those guys. Also, the red hot iron is blunt damage, and the enemies in Candlewolf are weak to blunt. Red hot iron is a much recommended weapon for Candlewolf Zone. Okay, I guess we gotta dig into our funds and get Loretta back. Yeah, I'm not paying another death medal for a bullshit death like that. They're not getting my money. Yoink. Huge waste of time and resources here. Yeah, that was stupid. I had a feeling it was going to happen too. A lot of rage, what am I saying, Gortastics actually move your character model forward slightly. I was hoping I could still roll back onto the platform before, you know, like Looney Tunes style, before realizing that there's gravity under me, I could still scramble back onto the solid ground, but it didn't work. So I guess we're doing another run. I'm really gonna go to floor 49 today. I'm not gonna go for special steel. I'm just gonna do the carbon fiber. Also, I'm gonna change my decals out a bit. I'm not enjoying the lack of sprinting.
For you, fellow believer in the power of the mushrooms. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Okay. So vampire. I'm gonna go with
Are
poison
you
meter.
100% sure?
The reason being, vampire is really good healing when you're going up against the hater fights, but I really don't feel like any bullshit this run. I don't want to care about poison, and I got to be more careful about getting poisoned, but I really don't, you know, there's already fire to deal with and annoying armor breakage, so I don't want to have to worry about being poisoned and have to vomit, because that's obnoxious as well. So just knowing that I don't have to care about that
Are you sure?
will be a big relief. I'm gonna add this and silver heart. What am I saying? Yeah, silver heart or golden heart
Are you sure?
for stamina.
Without mushrooms, there is no glory. There is nothing.
Oh
there's no
wow,
love,
that got
nothing
seriously
makes sense.
beat up. Well, something might break next run, but we'll see. I only want to keep 2 of those. Why not have some of those? Since the event is probably going to be over soon. Murderer's hockey stick, I don't know. Probably strong enough to bring. Yeah, good enough. I'll get rid of everything else. I'll see if it's off cooldown, I'll purchase another hockey stick, otherwise I'll just I'll go with the one I got.
Oh, welcome back. Thanks.
The DIY attack. I don't know exactly what video you're talking about. Am I talking about decals? Am I going on a tangent? Am I rambling again? Nope. 24 minutes left, so I guess I have to go with the one I've got. Oh, look at that. That thing still needs leveling up. Two more levels.
Come back anytime.
Waste the kill coins getting that 2 more levels up. I'm afraid I don't know which video you're referring to. Is there anything you want to know? DIY. I mean, it's DOD. The faction armor. The floors are DOD, which stands for Do It Yourself or Die.
Welcome back.
The first D is an abbreviation of DIY, which is confusing. So here's DOD, DOD, and you can tell by the background in the weapon. It says DOD arms in the background there. So yeah, certain decals will buff your armor or weapons related to DOD, and it'll say this buffs DOD.
How I've been waiting for you. Fellow
Is there anything
believer,
around here that
power
does that?
mushrooms.
Yeah, here's one. Master Builder increases attack and defense of DOD arms, weapons, and equipment by 7%. So if you're wearing weapons, they'll be 7% stronger, and your defense will be 7% stronger also of DOD. This also doesn't require you wearing a full set. This is one of the armor set bonus things. one that is are these enthusiasts. Yeah, the enthusiasts boost defense 20% when equipped completely in DoD arms, head, upper body, lower body. Oh, the electricity. Excuse me. Yeah, you can't get that anymore. That was from the hernia machine. There's some kind of limited time offer where you could get, you know, cosmetic armors. I spent a lot of death metals getting those. Haven't really cared to upgrade any of them fully though.
Welcome back.
Let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is. DIY assault coats L. Yeah.
Come back anytime.
It really is just cosmetic. So yeah, it's unfortunate that you missed out on that. But there's a lot of things that are actually, you know, that I'm not a fan of, that are temporary and let it die. That have been, you know, the collaborations have also come and gone, and you know, there's exclusive decals that you can no longer get anymore. Anything else I need? I'm not really prepared yet. Gotta go and pick up some live stream. Whew. Yeah, a lot of people recommend, and I'd agree with them, that you, at this point of the game, the enemies become much tougher. So recommended to have a attacker class, or not an attacker, but like a specialized class in damage dealing. Attacker is a bit glass cannon. I'm a more fan of the specialists, like the shooter and the striker. Striker specializes in physical damage killing, and the shooter specializes in ranged damage killing. And yeah, in Candle Wolf it really makes a big difference when you're running around as a striker, how quick you can defeat the enemies, just because of the sheer number of enemies there are. If you're going around with a collector, which you may feel incentivized to do, just to collect as much things as possible, you'll end up wasting a lot of your weapons trying to kill all of the enemies just because of how tanky they are, unless you manage to get overpowered early at floor 27, but seeing as you're at floor 22 only, I guess that's not the case. What do I need? Oh, this thing. Yeah, that'll do. And a mouse shield, why not? I've got enough of those. So yeah, at this point in the game you definitely want to think about specializing or making a specialized damage dealing thing. You know, for some bosses it will be a big help. I think you can get past the hamster with a collector easily enough, just because of the amount of backspace they've got. They can bring all kinds of healing shrooms and buffing shrooms and like slow, invisible, all that utility they can bring with them. But you really can't get over just a fully leveled attacker class with a decently leveled weapon and maybe an attack shroom just going to town. Yeah. Alright, next attempts. I really didn't want to waste even more death metals on that. I think I should have a limit of 1 death metal per run, because otherwise it's going to get ridiculous. I don't want to lose more. I don't want to have a higher loss of death metals than that I gain death metals, because then I'll be yeah, it's not good for the long run. Here we go again. Have you tried the drill arm weapon? You can get it from TDM. No, wait, what am I saying? You can't get it from TDM. It's a charger weapon. And that's a bit complicated. I don't know which chargers are in rotation right now. I think they're tagging in and out, you could say. Yeah. So, well, and anyway, you want the chemical agent charger. In the war ensemble zone, you've got this guy dressed in all white chemical agent suit who's got the drill arm weapon. Get his weapon, and it's difficult to level up, but even the base level drill arm is really strong. It costs DoD Black to upgrade, but you at this point have access to DoD Black through floor 22 golden chest. Make a few runs to floor 22 and try and get dot black. You only need 2 to get the base level drill arm, and the thing has 260 base attack, excuse me, which is quite high compared to a lot of things you have access to at that level. The drill arm really helped me just blast through Candlewolf quite easier than it otherwise would. It's either the drill arm or the motorcycle, my motorcycle. But I think the drill arm is a more efficient weapon all round. What's there is cool. Don't know if it's more damaging than the Spy Crusher though. Excuse me. How dare you? No knockdown? There you go. Woo! Yeah, I like the rage move too. Just remember that it's the same as doing like 10 to 15 of these, I believe. Anyway, I've got a video, don't I? Wow. I've checked how much durability damage you do. I think it's like 700 something with rage move. It's definitely worth taking into account, since normal hits do, what, like 4 durability damage. Oh, come on. Actually, thank you. Yeah, you can poison me, but don't set me on fire. That's just rude. Whoa. Oh yeah, I've got the tier 4. Yeah, I've upgraded the tier 4 thingamajig already. Come on. I still have to get used to the moves of the Bobslayer. Like, I had a long time to master the Spy Crusher. I really get used to its range and the angle that it attacks in. Not overly different from this, but this is, I think, a bit slower and it's got less range. Okay, that's the exit I need. Tier 4 pitching machine I have at base level. I think the upgrade materials are too annoying for me to want to get it higher at the moment. Also, I don't really have any bosses in mind that I want to use it against. Maybe Red Napalm though. Should try it on Red Napalm. But I'm not sure. Because she's annoying. Like, Red Napalm is weak to blunts. And the tier 4 pitching machine is blunts. And it increases in damage based on your strength. So, yeah. I don't even understand why it's blunt. It goes from, the previous grades were all pierce damage, and now all of a sudden it transforms into blunt damage. It's one of those bullshit, all of a sudden weapons transform their damage types now. Oh jeez. Whew. Okay. Accidentally stomped you. Sorry for that, Snail. I didn't mean to stamp down my armor-plated boots on top of you as hard as I can. How the hell are you still alive? But I'm glad you're still alive, because you're gonna come with me and heal me for days. Or however long it takes me to climb this tower. Come on. No death burner. Your biggest mistake. Oh, lovely. Marathon runner already coming in handy here. And do they follow? Awesome. Not a fan. Look at that. I remember they've got like 4 bursts in them, but the last couple of bursts he shot sparingly. He started shooting and then he guarded mid combo, you could say, mid burst. I really hate the Kama's weapon. It is a disgusting weapon type. And I've already wasted a bunch of kill coins. Oh, hello. I already wasted a bunch of kill coins recovering from a bullshit death. Yeah, it's even more annoying when they backtrack in such a way that you just don't hit them with the hockey stick combo. So you're going for the shins with the hockey stick combo and they're backtracking while they're shooting. So you just don't hit them. Really obnoxious. Hate those commerce users. Terrible, the worst. Okay, not that way. All the way over there. So turn left at the intersection. Already happy I've got Marathon Runner and Golden Heart. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do more upgrading if it becomes stupidly easy to run through these levels with the summer update. I might want to upgrade the Jackal gear, you know, if I can even take out the Jackals, because I've got the Jackal Z set completely, so, you know, I might accept the ridiculous material costs if those ridiculous materials were extremely farmable. And they would be if these floors were trivialized by insane increase in power. Although, it depends. It could be the opposite that happens, because the ranks of the haters seem to always increase together with your own fighter. So nightmare scenario is that they would make some really difficult tier 7 fighters, well, haters to go up against, and then they'd replace all of the tier 6 with tier 7 on these floors, making them even more difficult, because they're all, this is not a normal PvE experience. All of these guys are replaced by the one shark in the ocean that you're usually looking out for. The one tough guy, the one tough opponent. You're on floor 1, tier 5, tier 6, or 6-star, 5-star fighter. And then there's really just one guy you're looking out for, you know? You can't wear the lower gear, you can't have crappy armor, because there's one guy who kick your ass. And on these floors with everyone. So So yeah, maybe it will become a situation that is just undefeatable. Excuse me. Alright, gotcha. I guess I'll take it. The sheer number of Kama skies is kind of pissing me off. I want more of this. Give me these. Of course you do that. Combo. They programmed it into you. Fire weapon. I appreciate it. And these are now... I've got enough cat eye shrooms that they're on a no more pickup list. I guess they're blacklisted. I don't pick them up anymore. I believe I've got 25 cooked in the storage space. It shows up as 0 because it's counting the amount of uncooked that I've got, and I always cook my food before I store it. And that might not even be all of it. I may have more in one of the fighter freezer guys. Come on. I'd love to not take a single hit of damage from you, but I know that'll never happen. Are you still reloading? Do it. I'm letting you reload. Do it. Yeah, you did it. Okay, cool. It takes so much effort to not get hit by a lot of the shots that are coming out, and they're really stacking up these Kamas and crossbow guys. Kind of unfair. Hello? No, not that attack. The other attack. No, not that one. Yeah, nice one. Okay. Scored a lot of damage on me, but it's 100 plus heal over time, so I'll return fully. Or near enough.
You piece of shit!
I do love all the noise the haters make. Oh jeez. Well, I do need healing, so thanks for healing me. Oh, you poisoned the other guy and he's not hardcore, so he's puking his lungs out there. Nice. Very nice. Look how much damage the non-hardcore takes. Oh yeah. I was just gonna say, I wonder how much defense rating his armor's got. It's actually not the greatest. It's medium strength, like medium tier armor. The weakest tier 4 armor has got just like 3,000, or maybe less. I think there's one that has less. The higher tier, I consider anything that's 3,500 and over. I consider the top tier defense armors tier 4. The damage cut for guarding is ridiculous. Look at this cat eye shroom. People ask me, where do you farm cat eye shroom? Well, really it's just these 50 runs. You find them quite regularly, these top floors. Okay, looking for purple up. Yeah, still got a way to go. I like this situation. Oh, there's two of these guys. Ooh.
Amazing!
Did you just knock him out of the air with that shot? Come on. Oh man, one of them's in defense mode and the other's in attack mode. Of course the tank in front of me is in defense mode. Oh, good enough. The firework didn't stick, so didn't take too much damage. There we go, he's dead with. That went pretty well actually, all things considered. And Sudoku is a cloth only floor. So I definitely have to check every spawn point that I know of. Hemp. Damn it, they really look like carbon fiber. Yeah, kind of a shame that that really clumsy death of mine earlier, because that was kind of my fault. I should have known. I do get that pretty often though, groggies like right on the edge where their big toe is the only thing that's still standing on the tower, and then I go in for the Gortastic. It's like, hey, look at this badass going in for unnecessary overkill damage, and like the animation itself moves my character model off of the tower. What a stupid way to go. Yeah, I just really don't care about backtracking, so I'll just believe that I've seen all the spawn points. Here we go, next floor. So yeah, started the stream I mentioned, I mean you can always go back and watch the whole thing, but if anyone's not in the mood to go and do that, yeah, that guy who did the Castlevania spiritual successor, Igarashi, I forget his first name. I've got it written down here somewhere. Yeah, like last week there was a video, he said the 24th, which is yesterday, there was this like stretch goal mini game release, like not the game he was working on, but on the side, he had this little side project, another little game he was making in tandem with it, and that apparently has been released yesterday or today on multiple handheld systems and other locations, which is cool. Don't worry. Rats. Yoink. Do I have poison? I do not have poison. So I'm definitely gonna check if that's on the PlayStation Vita store. I do like how they still, how they still make PS Vita games, even though the system itself isn't really supported that well anymore. Like it's really difficult to get a new PlayStation Vita. They don't make them anymore, to my knowledge. Excuse me. I better just go kill you first, because you're going to be annoying. $50 damage. Amazing. Yeah, I actually had 2 really stupid deaths on stream. The first death could have been avoided if I had guarded. Oh no no no. That's what you get for using that weapon. I think the developers installed those guys because they thought the drill arm was gonna kick everyone's ass, do a lot of good armor damage. But it ended up, being terrible. Oh, whatever, I'm just gonna use this guard shroom invincibility. Deal with this bullshit. Oh my god, this is gonna... Watch this. This guy's never going to attack. Just never. Also, he needs to reload, so... Priority reload. Ooh, wow. The R2 attack being the most damaging that this weapon has that I know of. Excuse me. Actually, screw you. Whew. Well, that was absolutely obnoxious. Again, Kamas all over the place. Yeah, this attack is devastating. Absolutely devastating. If that crits, you're going to see some stupid damage numbers on the enemy. Lewd. Okay. Cooked goose. And I've got another... I know which floor we are. We're on Metakoya. Come up here and fight me. Come on, I dare you. No, no, no. No, don't hit me from range. No, not allowed. Come up here and fight me. You get out of here. Yeah, give it. Half the damage I take climbing to 50 is just losing patience with all this dancing around. Nonsense. Yeah, you run. You better run. If I had Vampire, I would have been healed up completely. But then you never know what you're gonna get. Are they all gonna be hater-fied, or are there just gonna be no hater-fights? You can never know in advance. Ghastly... Ah, nice. What do you got to offer? Half portion. Thank you kindly. And this is... don't care. Actually, this is the don't care floor. The aluminium type. Screw you, buddy. I really need to practice perfect guarding those stupid sabers more. I'm really only decent at perfect guarding whenever the attack doesn't matter. Whenever it's a weapon of a low enough grade that I don't even have to care about damage it'll do to me. Yeah, this is the way to go. Okay. Again, we get no nonsense straight to the exit. Although, yeah, I guess there is a side area we didn't check out, but whatever. Shujima, just confirming. Yep, aluminium. Otatai. Yeah, I'm taking an extra few seconds to confirm which way I'm going, because last stream I actually went the wrong way, and it was a really foolish thing. I think I was aiming for the iron exit, and ended up going through to the oil exit, which is 4 floors further. Really silly mistake. Ended up extending the run a lot. I think that was last week. Oh great. This is Daneda. I believe we're on Daneda. Annoying fire trap. Ooh, watch out. Yeah, one at a time, please. Oh god. Yeah, I think they're highly resistant to... oh god. You recovered well. Oh, let's go friends. Nothing. Yeah, actually, do they get affected by that fire spray? Yeah, they do. Nice. If I didn't care about my own armor, I could just run through there a couple of times and let them cook. Ooh, watch out. Alright. Oops. Come on. Gotcha. Yeah, there's so much people living on the edge here. This attack comes in handy to finish him off. Get a bit of healing going on. Definitely can't neglect that health, especially when I lose it in such clumsy ways. Alright, off we go. More Kama skies, huh? I really don't want to use all of my resources. Shit, if I had poison, we would have been screwed. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, gotcha. That is satisfying. Okay, just checking. Odatai is cloth. Cloth only, not replaceable by shop. Good stuff. Chance at carbon fiber. Will we find any? Probably not. But hey, gotta try. Oh. Yeah, my hat's not broken yet. How close is it? 200 durability remaining. That's not a lot. Oh god. This fire is trying to kill my hat. Actually, am I hungry? I can't tell. I'm just gonna eat them anyway, just in case. Right. Just checking. Nope. None of them. Can I do something about this situation? Look at this nonsense. I feel like he should be doing more damage to her, like, considering the weakness. Oh god. Okay, cool. You, do something. No. Stop pushing me into a corner. I wish I had decent rage move on me, but I don't. I guess I could use that. Whatever. I'll do a bit of everything from this that. Go on. Wow. You recovered quickly. Ah, I must have got hit by that stupid fireworks. Okay, I guess the hat breaks, everything. Absolute nonsense. Oh, whatever, I'm gonna test out this rage move. See if it helps me. That's weird. Anyone else? Ooh. Well, that's one less. Oh, what? That was weird. I lagged out and the shot came from behind. That was so weird. The R2 takes a lot of stamina. Yeah, that was odd. So I dodged through the firework, and then it just teleported behind me and stabbed me in the back. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Still alive. Got 100 durability left. Quickly gonna recover all these recovery items. I rarely enjoy cooking yoga shrooms, or I won't cook yoga shrooms that much if I'm planning to use them soon, just because of how long it takes to wait for a cooked yoga shroom. I prefer eating the non-cooked versions, even if they're crappier healing. Hey, this is not Metakoya, or that other place that I thought it was. This is floor 9. Oh, lovely. Oh, that damage. Come on. Nasty situation. Okay. Ah, I don't have that anymore. Well done. I really don't know how to deal with this combo. Like, they pressure you to get in close, but they've got that really nasty melee weapon that you don't want to get hit by. So they also are very resistant to circling around. There's not much downtime in the crossbow reload either, as you can see. So yeah, this is really a messed up combination for a hater. Really difficult to deal with. What was that? Excuse me? Okay, definitely. I prefer not to die, but I've got very little in terms of decent resources, and I've been given that. Like, I'm not playing necessarily really bad. I'm just going up against consistent crossbow, Kamas, crossbow, fireworks launcher, crossbow, Kamas, all just like count the amount of melee, just only melee Yokoyama guys we've gone up against this run. I don't think there was even one. Like, hater fight doesn't count. Oh, hello. Hey, welcome. Proving me wrong. But also happy to see you. I know there was way too much Kamas and other shit. Excuse me. That damage though. Some of these hater fights are just ridiculous. Have I run out of cooked beasts and shit? Yeah, I've run out of those. Lovely. I could have used a half barb meat potion. Please give me something that has an attack that is dodgeable, you know? It's not just troll armor breakage or just damage, which will kill me. Poison would also be acceptable. Excuse me. Okay. Fire weapon, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm losing focus, but also the enemies I'm going up against are bullshit. But also, I don't have my tried and tested regular builds that includes the rage weapon that gets me out of bind. So yeah, I think it's not to be underestimated how good it is having a rage weapon with you for the climb to 50. Or just any weapon that, you know, has a good rage move that is going to take out a target or do some serious damage, that has a low cost and doesn't, you know, doesn't break after just a few uses. Wow. That would have done decent damage to me if I had fallen. Gimme, gimme! Alright, I'm gonna take the time and cook all these mushrooms I got on me. Okay. Let's see what nonsense awaits. Okay, Kamas, lovely. Haven't seen you in a minute. Come on, Sky. Heh. Nice. That damage! Are you serious? Yeah, guard all you want, sit right there. Oh, hey, great. Welcome. I'm getting my ass kicked. I've already died a couple of times, and I will probably die a couple more. I really don't want to waste another death out of there. So, I hope not. But they've been tough runs. I've been going up against just the most unavoidable damage all over the place. Oh, hey, healing. I want to try something. This thing's not going to turn on, is it? Can I get him in there from here? Okay. Wow, this is stupid. You know what's going to happen? He's going to land in the bucket. He's going to go in his shell, because standing on fire is considered taking damage, and whenever the turtle takes damage, he goes in his shell and negates it. Also, I won't be able to stomp on him, which gets him out of his shell, so I'll lose my healing. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to lose my healing because I'm near death. So I'm just going to say what I believe would happen if I did that. Yeah. Yeah, it is a curious thing, isn't it? I don't know. Last run I did, I had vampire... Wait, the three last decals were like this. Barbarian, vampire, and poison eater. But I got tired of running around and getting out of breath every 10 seconds. So I really want Marathon Runner, and I added Golden Heart so I'd be able to dodge pretty often for all those Camus, you know, scumbags. And it's been working okay, but you know, I've been going up against situations where there's like 2 ranged users combined, and yeah, it's not going well. On the first floor of the first run, we did get a golden chest which had milk purple in it though, so that was a lucky find. Yoink. Cotton, why are you not carbon fiber? I wish you were carbon fiber. Healing! Season quest, almost halfway there. That'll probably never happen. Okay, let's see. Actually, before I finish this floor, I'm just gonna run back quickly and check what exit that was that we just passed up. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So you also have silver heart or gold heart in your build. I've been mixing them out. I've been mixing them up a little bit on stream at the different healing decals and seeing which one works the best. And yeah, I think it is Vampire that does win out over Poison Eater. You know, it's too niche of a situation to come across someone wielding a poison weapon just in time when you need it, you know. You come across many of them whenever you don't need it. It's still the superior healing if you can get someone like with, you know, a pork chopper, gold pork chopper, getting a hot on you for 100 plus healing per second. But yeah, it's just too a niche of a situation. Vampire is probably the way to go, but I just... Oh jeez. Jump scare. Playing a horror game, I'm playing Resident Evil. Too slow. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, if you were carbon fiber, that would have been cool. But you're not. That is not cool. Here we go. This is the right way, yes? That's probably the right way. Okay, another first cloth floor that isn't swapped by the shop. That's good news. Oh yeah, so you have 2 healing decals, 2 attack decals, 2 healing decals, 1 stamina. Yeah. Resident Evil What do you mean by that's Resident Evil Outbreak, right? The one with the Texas Chainsaw situation going on? You're only allowed to stream that on Switch? That's odd. That can't be true. I'm sure I've seen a Let's Play of it on YouTube. It seems like a cool game. I don't know. I think I watched a Let's Play and I kind of shouldn't have done that if I was ever planning to get the game. Kind of ruined a lot of the scares and the surprises for me. But yeah, I've ordered, what is it? Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 in like a box set edition on PS4, and I'm looking forward to playing those. Oh yeah. So it's going to Switch, but no physical copy, just download. I'm not a fan of no physical copy part of that. I'm not necessarily a Switch player, by the way. I mean, I bought the Switch because I'm interested in the exclusives, but if a game is available on PlayStation and Switch, I'll still go PlayStation first. Excuse me. Oh, you've got poison. I have to kill you. Oh, like that. Yeah, so it's kind of like the PS Plus situation, because you're really renting your library of games on PS Plus too. They say all those games are for free, every month you get a free game, but you know, it's very often a pretty shitty game that you get. So PlayStation Plus service really isn't worth as much as it used to be. You used to get much more really good titles. I mean, we had Bloodborne recently, and whenever a really big game comes out, people will say, hey, now you should get that subscription so you can play this game, and you know. The stupid thing is that you lose access to the games once your subscription ends. Yeah. I miss the days when PlayStation was the one console that didn't cost money to play online. What are you, Camus? Oh god, you got completely smushed. That was brutal. I don't feel at all sorry for you though, because you're an asshole Camus user. What do we got here? You're dead. You're oblivious. Conehead. Silent Hill. Yeah, I'm also a fan of Silent Hill. I've played 1 and Homecoming. I own a remastered 2 and 3 Silent Hill, but I've not been able to play them. I can't play them because I've heard they've messed them up so badly that you're not getting a authentic Silent Hill experience if you play those butchered versions. So unfortunately I can't experience those 2 games. Just hearing that really put me off playing them, which was such a shame because when I picked them up I really felt like getting into those games and getting acquainted with the new characters and just seeing all the monstrosities you'd have to go up against. Such a shame that they messed up the remaster. Ow. That rat is just invincible. You deserve to live. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm also not a big fan of, well, I prefer to not digital download lately. I've been getting, you know, more and more averse to digital downloading, especially games that I know I'm really looking forward to and I'm really gonna appreciate and play them for a long time. Because, yeah, you actually own the game. You can say you own it. You have the physical copy. You've got something physical when you've got the box version of the game, and not just a digital, you know, line of code. And of course, if ever they discontinue their servers, then you can always still, you know, or if ever the company goes bankrupt, you can still say, hey, I still own this console with this thing, with this game, and you can still play it. Backstab. Oh my god. This is the same floor as we had last time on Mahoko. Yep, it's the Trudeau floor. I guess the one of the positive things about having it downloaded to your system is that you don't have to disk swap too often. Because I do like the idea of going from, let's say I'm playing Dark Souls and I've got another game just downloaded onto it. So Carmageddon I just downloaded. So if I feel like playing Carmageddon, I don't have to take out the Dark Souls disc and put in the Carmageddon disc, because the Carmageddon has no disc, because I downloaded it straight off the store. There's that. So sometimes if I just feel like playing a new game and it's a game that I don't really care to completely own the physical edition, then I'll just out of laziness download it. Also, it's necessary to download a lot of games for the PlayStation Vita. A lot don't have physical copies. God Eater 1 was a really cool game. They remade it for PlayStation Vita, and I believe that doesn't have a physical copy available. God Eater 1. The digital edition is available if you download God Eater. What am I saying? If you purchase the physical copy God Eater 2 game. it is convenient. Definitely, the convenience thing is a big factor in just like, especially if you've got a hard drive, an external drive connected to your PS4, and you've got all these downloaded games. You've got a library of games on your hard drive just lying next to your PS4, and you can just you can jump from one game to another without having to, you know, deal with the discs, and also you're saving a lot of storage space in your home by not having all those boxes lying around. But still, there's a nagging concern of, you know, you don't really own it, you know. It's yeah, you don't have it in a physical form. Just like all these music streaming services and video streaming services, you don't own any of these movies or musics. I mean, you're renting them. You're using them from the person who has the physical things. So yeah, you just have to get locked out of your account or whatever, and you've lost your library of music. Music as an example, you know, all the other stuff. Excuse me. Oh yeah, you're actually someone I have to take serious. So I'll put you on fire, and then I'll use this. Get sniped. Why not? Didn't expect this guy to be the first to go. Bar meat portion. What am I after? Eating? Yep. Nah, that's true. There are way too many games. But we're also living in an age where you're aware of all of the good games, and you can really see the scope and how much they are, and which ones you're interested in getting, and which ones you can, you know, leave aside. I missed out on a lot of really good classics back in the days before the internet, because I just wasn't aware of them. I heard Jim Sterling going on about Nintendo online service being pretty bad in comparison to the other systems. That it's getting things wrong. It doesn't understand the consumer market in a lot of cases. Like, he mentioned something that I have to agree with, how Nintendo is actually sitting on a ginormous library of exclusives. Like, they own a lot of really good games, old games that they could easily, like, well, maybe not easily, but they could find a way to emulate on their Switch system. Because the Switch system is actually ideal to, well, handheld systems are actually ideal to play old school games on, you know, like 2D side-scrollers, Castlevania, like Castlevania type games. I was ecstatic when Salt and Sanctuary was announced that it was going to be available on the Switch. They finally managed to get it on there. Yeah, I was really happy with that, because imagine that, like 2D Dark Souls on a handheld console. Like, now it's happening really with the Dark Souls remake as well, coming out on the handhelds. Switch for sure. I don't know about anything else, but excuse me. I didn't even see where that shot went. Didn't hit me though. Sunflower Sleeve. Sleeve from Ulysses. actually, he's called Ulysses. His account name is Lee. Y2YM at Lee. I wonder what happens if you use those email addresses. I mean, there are like addresses. Oh, lizard. Blank. Okay, it's starting to get pretty easy now. I think this floor very often shows up as Aratadin, the variation we've got now. Really short run, really few resource spawn points. And I am noticing how bloody difficult it is to get to floor, well, the top floors without the rage weapon as a buffer, as a plan B, ace up your sleeve type situation. Because it also has the ability to take out multiple enemies in one go. So you go from a tough situation to a multi-kill situation, which is just amazing. It really is an important tool to have with you for a climb. And I probably will include it in the future. It was a mistake to not bring it.
Fucking die!
Come with me. Oh yeah. Is anyone able to confirm if what's it called? Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is actually available on the PlayStation Store? Like the video said it was going to be available, what was it, the 25th? Which is today. What was that? I thought I saw something in the water. Just my imagination. And I'm definitely going to check later on the PlayStation Vita store after the stream. Let's see if it's on there. Yeah. Yeah. What was the name of that most recent Castlevania that I played? Quickly gonna Google Castlevania PlayStation 3. This is one for PS4 too, is there? Lords of Shadows, no. Not that one. Harmony of Despair, yeah, that's the one. Harmony of Despair. Was it that one? God, I don't even remember. I know there was one that I played where you increase the drop chance of items depending on if your luck is high enough. And you have luck runs where you're running through the entire level with your normal gear, and then at the end boss you trade out to luck. And yeah, I think it was Harmony of Despair that I played. Man, I played Harmony of Despair. You had some retro levels where you could get the really cool weapons. I mean, they're written so weird I can't pronounce them. But one of them was the Claim Soleils, and the other one was the Vrung blah blah blah. The one that does some crazy million slashes in front of you from Symphony of the Night. And I think the way to get those was from like this really retro level, and it was a tough level with some tough bosses in it, but I actually had 2 or 3 characters and I had 3 controllers, all of the characters in the level, and then I just went up with my strongest character to go and beat the bosses, and then when they were defeated, I took each other controller and maneuvered the other characters up to the boss kill area and looted with all of the characters, trying to get those really good weapons. And yeah, I had to like play with multiple characters, but also I had to deck them out with full luck gear to get the highest chance, the highest drop rate. I really find it annoying when you have to gimp yourself with gear to get higher loot drop chance, because you're always, you always want to be the best killing machine there is, but you're not, you can't justify not wearing the gear that's going to get you all the drop chance. Who is kicking my ass so thoroughly? Oh yeah, it was a short stream. I didn't plan on dying though. If I did die, it would have been short. Can I get 2 hits off him with this thing? No. Oh my god, stop it. I'm screwed. Yeah, I'm screwed. God damn it. I can't justify using another death metal.
Welcome back. So what do you think about our insurance offer now?
Here you go, Volt. Stream over. It's still short. It's under 3 hours. Yeah, this was unsuccessful. The big mistake I made was I didn't bring Bowling Crusher. And every enemy I went up against had ranged on me. This was another range situation with the crossbow. And yeah, they didn't all have crossbows, but it only has to be one. Whoever else is in the mix will just stand there and be defensive while you're trying to attack him. And then you go for the crossbow guy, and then he'll be stupidly defensive while the melee guy just goes in there and bowling crushes your face in half. So that was fun. 250k, I'm not gonna dig into my savings. I'm actually gonna farm up that cash and buy back my character the old-fashioned way after the stream. Yeah, wow. This was an unsuccessful run. Didn't manage to reach floor 49. Crazy. Gotta save up those death medals though. Can't be just throwing them away. Actually, are you ready to go and farm kill coins? I'll start farming kill coins quickly to show anyone that route, the Friday route, Chudo, Keiranjima. Oh, and then I'll end the stream. Everything I have on me is I probably picked it up to collect it all. So got the rats. In you go, in you go, in you go. The decals are set up for the non-Friday floor 1 to floor 2 routes. You got 19 carbon fiber? Damn it, Volt. Overkill. Give me some of that. Let's see, if I got all the resources I need. I've got poison. Yeah, I need 250k. That's gonna be really quick to farm on this Friday though. I don't need the attack up. Yeah, I don't need those. Unnecessary. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Just have to fix the decals and I'm good to go. Actually, it looks like this decal setup is more for the 1 to 10 floor climb, because I got the treasure hunter. So vampire, because I'm not allowed to eat on the 1 to 10 floor quests. Treasure hunter, to know where everyone is, because they all need to die. And then this for, being able to run the distance.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
So I'm gonna set this back up how I farm kill coins with on Friday. The Friday kill coin farm setup. I don't have legendary hero on this account, so I just use superhero.
Are you sure?
And then Yeah, 5-leaf clover.
Are you sure?
Collaboration kill coin increase. Where the hell is that thing? Ah, there it is.
Are you sure?
The stasis field. Yeah, that's the one.
Without mushrooms, there is no glory. There is nothing. There's no love. Nothing makes sense.
Alright. Good to go. Floor 9. Off we go. So, have they released all of the tier 4? Is all of the tier 4 available right now? I have no idea. It should be though, as soon as the summer update arrives. Nope, wrong way. So if anyone has... Oh, hello. What are you called? I'm gonna take a screenshot of you. William. Chimes in. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to bring a murderous hockey stick. That's the other thing that's missing from this kill coin farming build. Dude, come on then. Yeah, it does speed up the farming quite substantially if you start off with a murderous hockey stick. 4 staff, don't care. I really should do my weekly quests too. Don't feel like doing them today though. I'll do them some other time. Sashi Megumi, off we go. Yeah, that was really terrible. 2 unsuccessful runs. Actually, it doesn't matter. These guys, you can run past them. Are you really that strong when you're able to poison them? Is that really a big deal? Did they have to nerf that? Did they have to make those hardcore haters? Okay, here we go. So I guess it's a 50-50 chance. We want to see the tile with the jail cells be the last one we pass. The first tile should be the one with all the beasts in it. Otherwise it's like the less optimal situation. Okay. It's the good one. Do I need to collect beasts? Yeah, beasts. So, Friday, kill coin farming day. Chudo, Keranjima, floor 6 to floor 4. Ideal kill coin farming routes. Chudo is a good floor to pick up beasts as well, because this one corridor is full of beasts. Just a ridiculous amount. It's not the easiest to get back to, but, you know, it's not so bad either, because it's low force. You don't lose that much time either if it's not the ideal rotation, like now. I mean, ideal layout. The only other layout it would be is this tile is over there. And then you'd have to run through this every time you go and kill the hater on this floor. And if you run through too quickly, these guys will hear you and they'll chase after you. And that can, you know, waste some time. Okay. It's not even 100% perfect. Because this, even the spawn points of the hater on this floor is determined by, you know, the tile layout. Excuse me. So the hater will always spawn in that jail cell now. Okay. You're annoying. You can have that they spawn here, and if they do, then you've got the perfect layout. Then they'll always spawn there. And, well, you know, for that run up the tower, they'll always spawn there. Every time you re-enter this floor, you'll have a short run up to here. And then here's the hater, take care of him. And then the screamer will be here. Their positions will be swapped. And then you've got the perfect route. Not 100% lucky, but, you know, lucky enough to not have the beast's tile in front of the jail tile. So that definitely saves a lot of time. And Kira and Jima, there's not really any chance involved. It's always the same. It's always that narrow corridor with the hater in, you know, kind of the same position. He will move positions now and then. He won't always be in the same location. Sometimes he'll be hiding in here, very sneaky. And other times he'll be, I think he'll be standing like here or something, with facing you. That's the least good position. And other times he'll be like that. And that'll change every time you enter this floor. So this is an ideal situation. Smushed. Alright. That's one floor cleared. Up to the next one. And then you do this over and over, killing those two haters. Excuse me. Until you've got as much kill coins as you desire. Or as much as you can carry. And you can also just suicide with the amount of kill coins you have and make a piggy bank. And then you can just recover, you can spend like 6,000 or 7,000 kill coins to recover your fallen fighter. And get all their kill coins back as well. And you have... annoying enough. Oh, you survived. Okay. Yeah, that took long. Didn't feel like a drawn out battle. But I got one. Next floor. Yeah. to do. When the hater spawns in the furthest jail cell, you always have, well, I always bring a ranged weapon to, usually a Kamas or a nail gun to deal with those. Yeah, the quests are definitely a really good way. The problem is I never seem to get much of a profit for kill coins. Whatever content I do, I'm so clumsy, I get hit so often. All of the profit I make seems to go into just repurchasing the gear I lost, you know, in the process. Okay. Awesome. I always pick up the weapons that I really appreciate the rage moves of. The Bowling Crusher is one of those. The Fireworks Blaster is another. I'm full on items though, so I gotta get rid of one of these. Actually, I don't need all of these beasts. They're clogging up my bags. Off you go. Have fun in your new dungeon. Alright. I think I'll go up one more time, up and down one more time, and then I'll call it. Off we go. We already got 67,000 kill coins on this character. And we haven't been farming for long either. So yeah. I'm not too bothered of the kill coin cost recovery, just so long as I don't have to dig into my savings. I'll probably farm kill coins on Sunday, same day as I'll do that Forceman killing. Don't you notice me? Okay, let's try and aim this. Where it's supposed to go. There you go. Right in the kill box. I don't even know what you were. You weren't strong enough to survive that explosion though. I love doing that. You can line up where you're gonna shoot your... Wherever you aim, the game kind of remembers. And then when you're using a weapon that cannot be aimed, you'll shoot in that direction perfectly. Or at least that's how I believe it works. That's how it just worked a minute ago. Anyway, I can't test it because the weapon I just broke it on the rage move. I know you can for sure level out the horizontal axis of weapon aiming, but with that strategy. Vertical, I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a trick I don't use often enough to be able to advocate with certainty. Sure, defend, I don't care. Well, poison weapons also pick up if they, you know, if they feel like dropping them. And the poison weapon I bring is running out. What else have I got? I already have a poison weapon going on. What did I just pick up? Oh, there it is. Oh. I just can't stand that silver box being there. So I have to get rid of what's in it so it doesn't show up anymore. 2 more kills. Yeah, great. There are many strategies to use. In fact, rage and shrooms I consider kind of in the same ballpark. They're utility. Playing the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, there's certain things necessary in that roguelike to survive. Oh, excuse me. You need damage, you need survivability, and utility, and resources. Damage, you need enough damage to be able to beat the enemies quick enough that it doesn't drive you insane, or that, you know, a lot of things in Isaac you just have to, are like time related. You have to be in certain places at on time, or you won't be able to deal with the challenge ahead of you. So damage is important, but also, you know, if you deal a stupid amount of damage, the enemies won't have time to kill you. They'll be dead before they can even think of killing you. You got survivability, and that's all the things, orbitals, block shots from you, the wafer, you know, things that halve your damage taken, things that increase your heart recovery and shit, things that'll heal you. That's all like survivability. Utility, I'd consider things that will help you deal with the rooms, like flights. Flight is huge for utility. If you got that, then yeah, yeah, it's a big issue. What was the last thing again? Resources, yeah. You also can get resource starved, unfortunately, in Isaac. If you usually, or do you realize if it's going to be one of those runs where you get no bombs and there's like 5 tinted rocks, you know it's going to be a nonsense run. I've noticed on the characters which have a focus on health. Well, there's one character in specific, really. Maggie seems the only thing going for is she's got health, a lot of it, and health recovery. And whenever you start that character, she also has a lower movement speed than everyone else. And whenever they tinker with your movement speed, I feel like you just have the worst luck always. Like, if you're on a low movement speed character, what's it called? Eden? I think Eden. Eden or Maggie. Eden with low running speed, and Maggie just always. For some reason they seem to only give you health pickups and no damage. Like when you're already slow in Binding of Isaac, I think the game is programmed to keep you slow and keep you at low momentum and just make you want to kill yourself. Okay, it's one of you. Harris the Quincy. Alright, 12k. Good enough. Yeah, actually, going off on a tangent there. Rage moves will get you out of a sticky situation the same as mushrooms. Certain mushrooms, like fungus. I'd say a fungus used well can be just as effective as a good rage move from weapons. Hello. That looked cool, but the annoying thing is if they did manage to puke, then you perfectly interrupt their animation and they can actually get to kicking your ass quicker than otherwise. Oh, nice. The one weapon I didn't bring. So, do I have a rage move weapon? I don't. If my empty slot on the left side would be a bowling crusher, then this would be just like my ideal Killcorn farming build. Poison, rage, range, blunts, slashing, fire. Ideal combo. Ideal situation. Or at least I like that. For the defenders, you can hit them with a lick of fire. Poison, always handy. And then, you know, blunt and slashing, 2 damage types, so you can always hit something with its weakness. Alright. I guess I'll eat some of these shrooms. Oh. Don't care if they defend against it. But ooh, damage. Alright. Oh, excellent distraction. Nice. I'm quickly gonna destroy those screamers, and then I'll call it. No, target the guy just right in front of you, please. Jesus. Damn. We're dead. Yep. Everyone's very dead. Nice. Dark Ryback. Yeah. The static massager, that's a good one. Yeah, the Kamas nail gun or massager for killing all the fodder, I can see that. Rake and hockey stick as the main weapon to get the hater dealt with, because most haters are weak to slashing. And the spike crusher for its durability, the Dragon Buster sword because it's fire and it does stupid amount of damage. I don't use that as often as I used to. I actually don't. I don't rely on armor breakage too much and fire. You know, on these farming runs, I get enough. I get enough enemies dropping fire weapons, and I really just use it as a easy. Well, it's kind of like an extra step that I do, which could be seen as unnecessary, but I may save like 1 or 2 hits on my Spike Crusher if I degrade their durability with fire first, and I'll only use that on the really tanky hater types, like the defenders, all-rounders maybe, stuff like that. Yeah, good stuff. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, bow tubers. Yep. Fire definitely messes them up. Yeah, they don't have much health. And they guard, but the tick still hits them. And yeah, they're boned when that happens. It is a good tip. Well, anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Had fun, even though it wasn't a very successful run at the tower. Need that carbon fiber. It might be easier for me to just not play the game and wait for the weekly TDM handout. Maybe those are carbon fiber, or maybe I'll have some luck with the hernia machine and get some of those 5 times carbon fiber presents. Anyway, yeah. Take care everyone, and see you again next week.